I actually did have many breakdown moments where I freaked out and called my entire support system one after the other and cried to them throughout. And we'd come out of the screening and the first person we'd call is Anurag Kashyap. So, but like, he was also pretty positive that it would eventually come out.
At that time also, anybody to point out at me and tell me, what are you doing, you know? So I think that right is only to my parent who has given me birth to. They have all the rights to ask me.
If I had a crush or if I had a boyfriend, I was shamed for it and I was given certain labels for it. And I think that's an unfortunate truth for a lot of young girls, especially because they're grown up with those labels and they're taught that thinking this way is shameful or behaving this way is shameful.
So when our parents try to correct us, then we think they're bossy on us. Hello everyone, welcome to News 18. I am Titash Chaudhary in conversation with Shanti Priya ma'am, Varsha and Anjali. Hello guys.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Really good.
Very excited.
Yeah. So the film has already released in Tamil Nadu, but it's going to release this week, in the rest of the country. Is that right? Varsha, tell me something. You're the captain of the ship. So much has happened, controversies, censorship. Was there ever a point where you felt like, I'm worried, what if the film doesn't release?
Sure, there were moments where I wondered if, there were moments where I wondered if the theatrical release could be hampered. But I think after the censors were cleared, we were fine. And that was still a few months back. So after we got like UA 16 plus, and that was very, that gave us a lot of hope because it's not even an adult film. It's something people, and if you're guided, if you have a parent, you can even watch it if you're even younger than 16 years old. I think that's what UA 16 plus means.
Yeah, under parental guidance.
Yeah. So after that, not so much. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the two of you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because the storyline was so beautiful. The story is amazing.
Right.
And no doubt about Karsha, but the producer who was backing the movie, yes, he had more toughest movies also,
Yes.
which he came out with. So I was sure that it might take some time, but yes.
Yeah.
I actually did have many breakdown moments where I freaked out and called my entire support system one after the other and cried to them because I was so scared that, something would happen or it wouldn't come out. And you know how they say you should be in a positive state of mind to attract positivity, and I was not doing that. So then that was stressing me out even more because I was just like, am I attracting the negativity?
Right.
Stay positive.
Yes, I was like, stay positive. But then I was like crying, like, stay positive. And then my friends and family were just like, relax, like, this is going to be fine. But yeah, so I did have a lot of breakdown and freak out moments. I'm not even going to lie and pretend like I was really strong through it all. Eventually it worked out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, even the slightest bump in the road, I was just freaking out because we'd already faced so much backlash that we didn't expect to face because the movie is such a pure, loving, sweet, funny, light
Coming of age
movie.
film, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so all of that backlash was so jarring and surprising that it put me in this state where anything can happen, So I was so nervous that we would once again be misunderstood. And I really wanted this story to reach people. And unless we got that censorship approval, we would not be able to do that and we wouldn't be able to make that happen. So I did feel very nervous and anxious about it, but then only to realize that I had nothing to worry about.
Absolutely.
Because eventually, it's a very sweet movie and that's exactly what it was recognized as.
Yeah.
Right. And how important or how reassuring was the support from Vetrimaran sir or Anurag Kashyap sir? I mean, Anurag Kashyap has had his own, share of issues, but do you remember calling them up, speaking to them? How did they assure you?
This film wouldn't be what it is if not for Vegemarian, sir.
Right.
Because I don't
Yeah.
think I have a lot of people tell me I'm very courageous for making this film. It's easy to write something like this. I know a lot of women who have similar stories. Like, we all have these very personal stories to tell, right? The challenge is finding someone to invest in these stories.
Absolutely.
Right? So, this film wouldn't be what it is, the essence not watered down. This version was only possible because of, the person behind the project. So, Vetrivaran sir 100% credits for even getting this made. And Anurag Kashyap sir, I do remember calling them up every time there was trouble. But for instance, the censor screening, it's the producer and director who sit together. So Vetrimaran sir was there pretty much throughout, and we'd come out of the screening, and the first person we'd call is Anurag Kashyap. So, but he was also pretty positive that it would eventually come out, because I think. People were being reactive because of the misunderstanding with the trailer.
Teaser.
Right.
Yeah, the teaser,
teaser thing.
The film itself is very soft, as you will find out. And we were all pretty confident at some level that this is just a reactionary thing, and that there is nothing of substance that people can actually create an issue with
Right.
people.
Right. You actually said, like, guys, this is not a pornographic film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the kind of.
I think even that also, because she used in the teaser intro,
Right.
those words actually blowed out of proportion.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
True. Coming to the film, the trailer that I've seen, the theme, the notion of shame, it looms large over it. There's shame, there's moral policing that's happening. While you read the script and eventually when you did the film, how did it personally challenge your notions of womanhood in a way, or girlhood for that matter?
For me, I was totally to it. I was able to see my journey going through the whole story of like Ramya's character from the school, college, and adulthood 30 plus. So I was literally, I mean, I can see myself in the whole character of Ramya, and even I was able to see my mom in
Your character.
my character.
Okay.
So it was very, 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 very very personalized and very close the characters are to the humans. No, and especially not only particular gender, it goes for all genders.
Right. But this idea of shame, is that something you also sort of dealt with as a woman while you were growing up? Maybe because you were unhinged about, about what you wanted. You were very vocal about it. Did you ever get that shame, coming in your way?
Feeling shame of any
Or
particular...
people imposing that sense of shame on you? What are you doing? Ever that happened?
No, I don't think so. It ever happened because
Yeah.
I don't think so, because I think I have was vocal about what I was doing, and I have never given at that time also anybody to point out at me and tell me what are you doing, So I think that right is only to my parent who has given me birth to. They have all the rights to ask me and then advise me, but the final decision is up to each individual.
Absolutely.
Whether you want to do it or not to do it. Like when I got married, when my mom said this is not the right time to do, but then I said I want to do. But then her advice with her experience, she said no, continue your career, So, but then I did what I wanted to do. But then when after that, now I feel being that motherhood and seeing the life going. So then now I realize, it is because of her experience. She was trying to teach me and correct me what I was not doing, which at that age, we missed that thinking capabilities. With maturity, it grows, right? What we think with us. When 12, 15, 16, we don't think so much.
Right.
That moment, what we feel right, we do it. And we think that is right. So when our parents try to correct us, then we think they are bossy on us.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I definitely grew up having those, stigmas forced onto me. When you're a little more free-spirited, when you're a little more independent in your way of thinking, then what society does in general, if they don't understand you, is put like little thoughts of shame into your head.
Or
Because
label you.
Yes, exactly. Because when you don't fit into a mold that is given to you, then you're immediately shamed for it. And I definitely experienced that through my life, I would say. Just as Ramya, like if I had a crush or if I had a boyfriend, I was shamed for it and I was given certain labels for it. And I think that's an unfortunate truth for a lot of young girls, especially because they're grown up with those labels and they're taught that thinking this way is shameful or behaving this way is shameful, even if the people who are giving them the tags are doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
And that is something that I really hope that this film can allow people to be, they can feel seen through this movie, because this film does address a lot of those things, but at the same time it shows or it tries to normalize the fact that no matter who you are, no matter how much good you do, no matter how much you adhere to societal norms or adhere to just what your peers are saying, you will be given this tag and you will be shamed in some way, shape or form, because that's just how life is at this point.
I have also, just like her, felt a lot of shame. And the thing is, in your formative years, when you feel it, it's also something that's hard to shave off.
Yes.
Even when the movie came out and the trailer came out, and when I was criticized for it, the immediate, I think, so almost physical reaction is to feel shame. Like, oh, have I done something wrong?
But why?
Because
I wanted to ask both of you, why is that feeling? Why are you answerable to anybody?
I think, when you're really young and impressionable and you don't really know better and you want to fit in and you're trying to fit in and people are shaming you for being different, you grow up thinking that anything that you do that is independent of your own thought is shameful.
yeah.
So it just becomes like a seed that's planted in your head that you have to, through your life, shake off and grow out of.
Or at least try.
Or at least
try,
yeah.
Yeah, because
But
I still feel those feelings sometimes,
Definitely.
almost instinctively.
It's an instinctive thing.
I'm much elder to them, but when I did certain things, I didn't feel shame. I was like,
I think
okay,
that's really
it's my
beautiful.
life.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like
It's
my
really beautiful.
life. I'm only answerable to my mother if she's a
Absolutely.
mother, father, because I'm a single parent mother.
Right.
My mother was a single parent. So I'm like, yeah, she has all the rights to ask me, and then the decision is mine.
But that's like your rational mind, right?
Yeah.
What we're talking about is something a little more like...
No, in general, even the
Intrinsic.
normal
But I also
discussions
feel,
also,
it
like-
depends on the kind of people you're surrounded with, your
Yeah.
company around you.
Yeah.
You're lucky. You
Yeah,
had people.
I think it's really great.
Yeah.
Because the kind of school environment I went to was not the most
Healthiest
Yeah,
one.
it
Same.
definitely
I
wasn't. It
can
was
say
quite
the same for
toxic.
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
It was quite
Hostile.
toxic, and
Right.
you can be shamed for literally anything. The way that you look, the way that you behave, the choices that you make, the food that you eat, the people that you meet, the people that you talk to or surround yourselves with, the way that you dress, the way that you maybe don't want to dress.
True.
Literally anything you do that is even mildly considered to be different
Yeah.
is something you'll
And
be
it's
shamed.
very arbitrary. People
It's very
shame you
arbitrary.
because they just want to other you, single you
Yes,
out. It's
right.
not even something real.
Yeah.
True.
And I think it's the reality of many girls. And the problem is that a lot of stories don't talk about this. They don't talk about a very human experience that a lot of girls go through in their formative years, especially. And that's why stories like this are important, because it's not talking about it in like a sensationalized sort of way. It's
Yeah.
just telling you a story of a young girl. And a lot of girls, after watching this, a lot of, not even just girls, young people, a lot of young people after watching this movie came up to me and told me about how they felt seen, because they were just like, we don't see movies like this that talk about this, and we felt seen by it because I experienced that, and I thought that it was just me. I thought I was weird for it.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
it's that shame aspect.
Right. Unfortunately, but interestingly, this things that we are talking about, what used to happen to us, especially, as children. See, today we can perhaps answer back. When we were children, we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But see what happened here when the trailer came out, the teaser came out, the kind of reactions that you got was pretty much, consequence. Something similar getting repeated. The fact that a woman, her character, Ramya in the film, is smoking, or the fact that she wants to explore her sexuality, the fact that she wants to have a boyfriend. You know what? This is just my observation of it. Sometimes, I think men feel threatened by watching these things, and which is why they react in the way that they do.
But it wasn't just men who were reacting. It was
Yeah.
also, it was
Women
a
too?
lot of women who
Okay.
were reacting. It's just, I'm not going to put any tags on it because I don't want to be controversial here.
Right.
But
It makes sense.
it's just the way of the world. It's just the way of the world. And it's up to people like us
Yeah.
to break out of those societal norms, to break
Right.
out of those tags and to normalize things that are very, very, very normal.
Mm-hmm. Right. In the trailer towards the end, there's this scene where she's showing you, I think, one of the dating apps, and you just say that, who's going to take care of you? And, you are a mother today, the way you are bringing up your children. What are some of the things, ma'am, that you really do keep in your mind that you want them to, so that they grow up as feminist, children, people? What's that one thing that's there in your mind that you really want to inculcate in
No,
them?
I think they have seen me doing things, and even today, I am very proud. My elder one is 30 and my younger one is 26, and I'm very proud. They still help me. Like from 3 days, we are doing 2 days. Today is the third day. My elder one, morning he dropped me. He went back, so he knows that the mother is working, and I'm like not this. So I told, okay, the driver is there. So he said, no, I will drop you. I'll pick you up. The whole day he was there yesterday and day before yesterday also.
Wow.
And even in the house, we are only 3 of us in the house. And if the maid is not come or anything, it is like, mom, chill, we will do it for you. Like, or they will help. The younger one will say, no, I love to wash vessels. I will do that. So the elder one will say that. And the younger one will say, no, I will cook. Okay, let's both of us cut and kitchen on. So it's like equally done. And I think both the boys respect the women in general.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you made sure of that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they know that.
Great.
Like, yes.
Fantastic. In the West, we see there's Greta Gerwig, of course, who is the poster girl for making films about, girlhood, coming of age films. There's Lady Bird, of course, that's there. Recently, we saw in Hindi, there was Girls Will Be Girls, which was backed by Richa Chadda, Ali Fazal. But the problem is that these films are too far and few, and the fact that they do suffer because they don't get the kind of backing that they should, or the fact that, big stars are still a little iffy about becoming a part of films like this. What do you make of it, Varsha? What do you think can really change a situation like this?
Just more women telling their stories and more people willing to back it. And when I know there is a big void for human stories. I've heard so many of my friends talking about how it's so tiring. They look at the apps where you book tickets and they're trying to book tickets for a weekend. Everyone's frustrated with the kind of movies that are coming.
Yeah.
There is a mass depressive feeling in the society because there's just nothing good to watch out there, right? And that's mostly because the big studios are constantly backing something formulaic, which people are frankly quite tired of.
Yeah.
But it's hard to also break that cycle because there's like these big machines in place that just keep churning out stuff. But I think people are quite tired of it. So I think the thing that can break it is for people to actually turn up to the theaters and watch movies that they would actually enjoy and not just say, oh, I'm going to watch it in OTT.
Yeah.
Because every film is eventually going to come to OTTs.
Right.
But if I think theaters are the only place where there is some chance of democracy, where
True.
the numbers matter, right? So I think the only thing that can change it is for people to show up to theaters to support the films they actually like.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Also, I think for actors to do films that may seem risky, but they should be able to do those films as well, right?
actors are always going to do something
Yeah.
that they feel will benefit their career, because we are all human, right?
Maybe.
We're
True,
all
true.
people trying to pay bills and get through life.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to go do something risky unless it's something that excites me. If I'm bored, I'm going to do something risky because it excites me. I think it's important to not be moralistic and tell
Right.
people you should do this.
Right.
As opposed to, let's all just have fun, you know?
Yeah.
We're making fun movies, just go watch it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I think people should watch this movie not because, oh, you should support a cause, philanthropic. No, it's a really fun movie. You're going
Yes.
See the other side of the
It's a
women
very
also,
entertaining
na? See
movie.
her journey.
Yeah, and it's going to warm your heart.
Yeah, it evokes a hell of a lot of nostalgia.
True.
Yes.
We're not asking for charity here.
Right.
Made a fun film, and I think people are going to enjoy it. So they should just like follow their hearts, I think.
Right. Sisterhood, I think, happens to be an important theme again in the film, if I'm not wrong. I did read about it. There's this very jaded perception, which I think still exists. You must have heard it a lot back in the day, that two women actors cannot be friends. You know?
We didn't have time.
I've been hearing
Actually,
this a lot.
we didn't have time. We used to live in suitcases. Like finish 15 days, then our bags are ready, and we used to just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't.
Busy having jobs.
Jobs. Yeah.
No, absolutely. No,
Yeah,
but the
traveling.
fact that, these cat fights that were reported, it was always about women, never about the men. The fact, constantly this is pushed into our heads that, oh, two women are insecure of each other, which I think is a very problematic notion to have in the first place.
Definitely.
But tell me, what kind of support, sisterhood do you have, among peers, in the industry today?
I mean, I have an incredible support system of women. Well, to begin with, my mother and my sister are incredibly supportive, and we're all each other's biggest cheerleaders. Then my female friendships are the most solid friendships I have. There is no animosity, jealousy, or any of those things. In fact, we're constantly cheering each other on. We're constantly, like, all of them are showing up tonight for our screening. I don't understand this notion of women can't be friends, women can't work with each other.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's, again, some really random tag that's been put onto us for I don't even know what bizarre reason, because I feel like, if anything, women understand women the best. We understand each other's struggles more than anyone else can. We understand each other's pain more than anyone else can. If women don't support women, then who's going to support women? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. It's bizarre to me. I've only started hearing it after promoting this film, that there's this apparent notion that women can't be friends with each other. It's bizarre to me. It's absolutely bizarre to me.
Agreed, but adding to her point, I do think that the fact that the story is repeated so often, that women cannot get along with women, you do internalize it a little bit.
Yes,
My case at least. So I grew up studying in a co-ed school, right? But then I went to a girls' college, and that's the first time I actually experienced an environment where, there were no men. So the equation between girls is just so different when there's no guy around.
Yeah.
It's actually very, very, very different.
Right,
So,
right.
I, personally, for me, and also, you look at things the way that you are, not the way things are, right? So, for me, my perception is I have been this person who's very competitive towards, oh no, why is she prettier than me? I have been that person.
Yeah.
I can be a little jealous, a little insecure. I can be that person. But the only way you can fix that problem is by putting yourself out there, and maybe just go tell that person, hey, I've always been jealous of you, but you seem like such a nice person. And
Agreed.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
That's a good thing to do.
Speak
Yes,
out.
agreed.
Speak out.
Absolutely.
Just
That's
speak
the,
out.
that's the funny thing, because I feel like this is something also that I recently heard, where a man wanted to tell a woman something, and he was confiding in his female friend about it. And so the female friend said, I mean, what's the big deal? Just go tell her. And then that blew his mind. That what?
communication is an option.
You can talk to women? Yes, you can just go and talk to women. Women are very empathetic, emotionally intelligent creatures. If you just talk to us, we'll be like, yeah, okay, let's have a conversation about it.
True.
So It's all of the stigmas.
Absolutely. No, as we wrap this up, we are talking about, sisterhood and women. Just like you received a lot of support, from people like Vijay Sethupathi or, P.A. Ranjit. And I'm sure that really meant a lot. I'm sure a lot of women, from the film industry did also, reach out. How assuring was that, Varsha?
It means the world. Really, I don't think we could have gotten through all of the complicated situation our film was in without the support, because as we speak, there are messages pouring in from yesterday's screening and day before yesterday's screening. We had special screenings for women technicians from the industry.
Wow.
And it's so beautiful. When I came to Bombay, I have not been in a room with so many female technicians under one roof.
Right.
It's something that's very new to me. I know both of you might have seen more of it in Mumbai, but like for me, it's a breath of fresh air. It's amazing seeing so many. I was like, what? There are so many female cinematographers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's so many editors. And so for me, it's like more than just networking, how they made it their own. And they're like, don't worry, we're going to market your film for you. The way that everyone's just come together, made it theirs, because they know that this film was made for all of us, right? To feel seen and heard. And I think we wouldn't be here without that support.
Right.
And just very, very grateful for it.
Any female actors or filmmakers whose words pacified you a lot?
Pacified us.
Yeah, when the whole ordeal was going on. If you remember.
I don't recall any specific thing, but I would say my mother, if anything, because my mother understood the community that Ramya comes from more than anyone else. In fact, when she watched the teaser, she was like laughing, saying, "My grandmother used to say this to me," So for me, support from my mom in this particular case was amazing. And in fact, all of the women in my family reached out to me saying, "Beautiful. We watched the teaser. I really don't understand where this hate is coming from. I mean, it looks so funny. I can't wait to watch it." So, the support from my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. On that note, thank you so much to all three of you. I am really, really looking forward to watching this film.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. All the very best. Thank you.